Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness! We actually have one! Sorry, my dear viewers. Got a little excited there. Welcome back to Begin Download. I am Drehan, your lovable host. And today we are going over Planeswalkers of Ravnica by Christopher Willett. You can find this document on the DM's Guild. Oh boy, do I recommend this for you dungeon masters out there who want to play with a Planeswalker setting. If you don't know, Planeswalkers are certain individuals within the Magic the Gathering series who are able to go between worlds, or planes, as they're called. Like, for example, Ravnica, or the Forgotten Realms. You can hop between the two worlds as a Planeswalker. And while it was mentioned in not only Planeshift series, but the Dungeon Master's Guide to Ravnica, but has been mentioned in other works. But this actually lets us play as a Planeswalker. So we will be going over this module briefly for this video. Now, about the module. First off, we'll get the Planeswalker's Spark and special abilities that come with being a Planeswalker. We also get a guide to mana and spells associated with each color. Now, we did get this in a couple of the Planeshift modules, but this will go a little more in depth with it. So I do recommend grabbing that for that purpose. You also get Planeswalker stat blocks. So you, as the Dungeon Master, can use one of the Planeswalkers from the Ravnica plane, including Jace Beleren, who we actually made a player of in a previous video. I will have a link to that in the description. I will make sure to be going over Jace's stat block in this video as well for some comparison to see how well we did. We also get some new spells, which I will briefly touch upon, and new creatures, which I will not be covering, unfortunately. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it with the Planeswalker Spark. The Planeswalker Spark is what allows the Planeswalker to travel from different planes. Now, originally, I was going to try to create the Planeswalker Spark as a little bit of a homebrew scenario. Thankfully, this Planeswalker of Ravnica does it for me. And how does it do it? It creates the Planeswalker background, which is pretty good, all things considered. I was going to go with something similar to a feat, but a background would actually make a lot more sense. Though it does change how I was going to use my Planeswalker characters, this does work as well. Now, as a Planeswalker, you have the Planeswalker Spark feature, which lets you cast the spell Planeswalk, which is one of the new spells we'll be covering, once per day, which isn't that bad. It's pretty good, actually. So I really like the Planeswalker background. Good job, Christopher Willett. Alright, so as far as spells go, we have 5 different spells. Assemble the Legion, Doc's Duplicate, Kaya's Wrath, Omniscience, tongue twister there, and Planeswalk. Now, Planeswalk is a 5th level spell that is only available to creatures who are Planeswalkers. You cannot get it as a class spell. It's only available for Planeswalkers, and is a 5th level spell, which it works very similarly to the Planeshift spell, which makes sense as to why no one else can be using it except for the Planeswalker background. Though my favorite spell has to be Omniscience. It is a 7th level spell, This is a spell used by Jace Beleren in his stat block, and is actually a card from Magic the Gathering that, well, shows Jace, because Jace is omniscient. Now, the omniscient spell, when you use it, makes your intelligence 30. That's right, your intelligence becomes 30 when you use omniscience, which is pretty good, especially when you have a wizard, such as our Jace build. It makes a whole lot of sense in my opinion, and is very good if you're facing a creature that would decrease your intelligence. Just use omniscience, make your intelligence 30, and blammo blammo, you're good to go. Now, on to Jace Beleren himself. For the stat block, I was very impressed. Jace was pretty good. He is a 17th level wizard with a Mind Blast attack action. And that's the only difference between this Jace and the Jace we created in my character conversion series. That's the only difference. He's a little bit more powerful wizard, but that makes sense. And everything else seems to match up almost 1-for-1. Of course, this Jace probably had the enchantment, School of Enchantment, while ours used an Unearthed Arcana, which is fine, but still, this was pretty good. I really love this Jace stat block. And, well, I think that is about it for today. So I'll take the rest of this time to talk about my channel a little bit. I have a Discord server known as Begin Upload, which I also will have links into in the description. In my Discord server, we get to talk about Dungeons and Dragons and other video games. And I even have it to where I will notify in advance, well, not in advance, but I will be notifying my uploaders, I will just call them uploaders, when a video has been released. So even if you aren't subscribed to my channel, which is a good majority of you, mind you, I've only got 2 subscribers for as of this video, but anyways, if you are not subscribed to my channel, you can still get notified via Discord if you are one of my uploaders. Also, if you are on my Discord server, there are times where I feel that a build doesn't really deserve its own video. So I will create a quick build of that character over on Discord, which currently I have 2. The Wolves of Wolfrain and the Detective, which was supposed to originally be in my police officer video, but I never did for whatever reason. Now, if you are not subscribed, that's perfectly fine. But apparently, you're not going to be able to know when some of my videos come out, unless it is somehow on your main feed for recommendations. So if you subscribe and ring the bell, you can get notified whenever one of my videos are released. Well, if that's true or not, I have no idea, because I get notifications for when videos are released, and I'm not even subscribed to those channels. The only one I'm subscribed to on this channel is Tulak the Barbarian. But anyway, I digress. Now, I will be making sure to do some other videos other than Dungeons and Dragons. Mostly just some gameplay. That's if I can get around to it and trying to figure out how to record a video with gameplay. Man, I took the time to actually talk about my channel and I don't know what to talk about. Oh well. Until next time, viewers. I'm going to try to release a video for the mobile suits, mechas, because I've already done a few videos on pilots. I might get one more mecha pilot before I go for the mechs, but I'm going to try to release the mechs. So, like the mobile suit Gundam, the Zords from Power Rangers, and Von Fenel's Escaflowne. Hopefully I can get that out at some point. If I don't get it out by Friday, it'll probably be sometime next week. If you want to see a character converted into the Dungeons & Dragons style, make sure to leave a comment down below. I will try my very best to go over it in one of my videos. As always, viewers, this has been Drehan, and I am offline.